And now I have a ticket for warning the cops about somebody's life in danger. I warned them. I was like, hey, this dude's getting attacked by dogs. And I got a citation.
Warning, reporting somebody in danger. A result in a citation.
Welcome back to WTPU University. My name is Abiyah Israel, former police officer, former sheriff deputy.
Open up! Police!
So imagine you go out to the grocery store or just to the gas station, and while out, you witness another citizen's life in danger. So therefore, you decide to find the first police officer or sheriff deputy that you possibly can and warn him, hey, a citizen's life is in danger. But instead of that deputy or that police officer being concerned with the citizen who's in danger, he's more concerned about the fact that you got out of your car to approach him. How dare you? This goes back to what I was stating in the video of why I left the police department, the us versus them mentality, the police versus the citizens mentality. It's horrible. There are circumstances where you may bump into a police officer who has the mindset that you as a citizen need to sit down, bow down, and be quiet. This is exactly what happened to a citizen who runs a YouTube channel named Ordinary Redneck. This citizen is just out and about minding his business and saw another citizen about to be attacked by a dog. So therefore, what did he do? He saw Tennessee State Patrol and he tried to warn them. But listen, I'm going to let him tell you the story of what happened. This is ridiculous.
I just tried to stop some cops to let them know, hey, somebody's being attacked by a dog, and their priority is to make sure I have license and registration because I'm illegally parked, because I stopped here because I seen him at a light. And I was like, hey, you guys might want to know that there's a guy with a Doberman getting attacked by two dogs, and he's going to let his dog loose. But this is their priority, is to make sure that I have done something wrong. I illegally parked. See those lines there? That means you can park on the side of the road, which means I have been illegally detained. Illegally parked. That's what they said. I'm illegally parked. Those lines are for parking. I am not illegally parked. But because I flagged some officers down, let me show you. So I pull up to the corner. I'm already on the phone with 911. I was trying to let you guys know there's a guy walking a Doberman and two dogs are trying to attack it. So I see these guys at the corner and I'm like, hey, follow me. I'm like, hey, go over there. And I'm pointing over here. And he's like, no, you go. Okay. So then I'm like, hey, follow me. And he gets behind me and I get out of my car. And I'm like approaching him. And he gets out. Like, I'm not being like anything, like I don't have a gun. My hands are up. I'm immediately, when he gets out, I'm like, hey, I'm just letting you guys know that there's a guy behind you walking a Doberman. He's got two dogs that are trying to attack him. He's a big, mean Doberman. Call 911, and before they could pick up, well, I see the highway patrol on the corner. So I'm like, there's a Doberman over there going to attack, and this owner's probably going to get bit. But instead, they wanted to tell me, hey, you don't get out of your car. First off, I understand and I respect law enforcement. I immediately said that there's a guy going to be attacked, and instead, they're worried about me illegally parked, is what he said. I said, am I detained or am I free to go? And the other guy who decided, like, he's the big boss, he said that, yeah, you're being detained for illegally parking. So I have been illegally detained because I'm not illegally parked. I'm trying to tell you that somebody's life could be in danger. Granted, this Doberman was mean. I mean, this thing was big too, like stocky. It was stout. This Doberman is going to end the lives of those dogs. I ain't worried about that. But what I'm worried about is you have somebody whose life's in danger. Possibly, the dogs could attack him. Granted, the Doberman's going to win. But they're so worried about, I'm getting out of my car. I understand, don't get out of your car, don't go towards the cops. But let's put it in perspective. Like, I immediately tell you, somebody's life is in danger, but you're more worried about telling me not to walk up to you. You could tell instantly these are the high school bullies. They picked on some people, and the second guy, when I asked, am I being detained or am I free to go? He walks in front of my car. Yeah, you are being detained. And I asked for what? And he said, because I was illegally parked. I'm not illegally parked. I'm actually parked on the side of a road across from a flea market. There's lines in front of me for parking. So I'm not sure how the illegally parking really works, but I have been detained for warning law enforcement that somebody's life is in danger. But because I didn't wait for them to stop, get out of their car after I flagged them down, I've been detained. So, yep, thank you, appreciate that. Yeah, I sure did. Here is the officer. There he is. There's the dick right there. Do I have to sign it? Is there a law saying I have to? Sure. You can give it to me then. Because you already pulled me over for illegally parking, even though that's not illegally parked. Illegally parked in a parking zone. There it goes. That's that right there.
I am a bully.
Somebody's life's in danger, but they're worried about what I'm doing. You know, you can fuck. There they go, guys. Illegally parked in a parking zone. They're so worried about that. And now I have a ticket. But warn the cops about somebody's life in danger. I warned them. I was like, hey, this dude's getting attacked by dogs. And I got a citation.
Warning, reporting somebody in danger may result in a citation.
What is wrong with this country? What is wrong with Tennessee Highway Patrol? I'm warning you. There's somebody in danger. Somebody could have been shot. I'm trying to tell you, there's a guy back there. He could have been dying. You're so worried about me getting out of my vehicle, warning you about it. They were so worried about me getting out of my vehicle to warn them because you should have stayed in your vehicle. He said he was writing me a citation for where I parked, where I got out, and where I was standing. So that's a new one, but I wasn't aware that you could actually get a ticket for warning the police. Like, this isn't somebody that's going out trying to find trouble. I'm driving down the road, pulling up to an Ace Hardware, and I see this guy with a Doberman Pinscher and two dogs surrounding him. At the next block, I come to a four-way stop and I see Highway Patrol. So I'm like, hey, you go over there, you go over there. And he's like, nah, you go. So I'm like, all right, come follow me, okay? I'm out of my car before he stops. And I'm standing there. And when he gets out, I walk like 3 feet. And I'm like, immediately before he could say anything, I'm telling him what's going on. You know, we criticize these police because they got to make split-second decisions that are life or death. Somebody else's life was a danger, but instead of you worrying about their life, you're worried about your ego. That's the problem. I'll fight the ticket and I'll win. Somebody could have literally died. I could have been reporting somebody getting shot. But you're so worried about giving me a citation because of your ego. That's what's wrong with criminal justice, and that's what's wrong with the police.
And I have to agree, that is what's wrong with criminal justice and the police. It's a power trip or ego trip. When this video was sent to me, I really want to help spread the news about what happened to this citizen. Hopefully this never happens to any of you, but just in case, make sure you know your rights. Down below is a link to my free ebook. You can also click on the link above my head. Make sure you download it. It's going to help you know what you can and cannot do and what the police can and cannot do when you encounter them. Make sure you download it. Also, my online course titled Surviving the Police is going to be 50% off until the end of the year. Make sure you register. The link is also down below. It's going to teach you what you can and cannot do and what the police can and cannot do. It's full of video lessons, real life video examples, quizzes, notes, pocket guides, and more. Make sure you register. That being said, We the People University, signing off.